Hi, it's Ro Cappiello, author of Speaking from Spirit, and I am here to talk to you about the August Energy Alert for 2016. So, August is going to be an action oriented month. It's not going to be as emotional or as slow as, say, July was. It's going to be a month where we kind of set a plan into action and then take appropriate steps for everything to fall into place. You're going to feel momentum moving forward as well. There's been a lot of changes since the beginning of January. It is a 9 year of endings in numerology. So as something ends, we sometimes find ourselves in a new reality. Sometimes we consciously choose this, like, deciding to leave a job, or sometimes it's unconsciously created, or sometimes it's just thrust upon us, like being fired from a job. And so with that, we have our human reaction, and that creates emotion. And then hopefully we kind of settle in and listen to our inner guidance. And then that gives us the necessary steps or appropriate right soul-filled actions to take to go to our next piece, to allow our destiny to unfold, to allow whatever needs to begin anew to show up. So sometimes that takes a little bit of time, and sometimes that takes longer. It depends on how much we dwell in that emotional state, or how quickly we can tap into our soul self, our inner GPS, our inner guidance to kind of help us navigate. It really helps understand that everything that happens has a reason and a purpose, even when we don't see it, even when it's a reality we don't want. But working with what we have is always, and working from our spirit is always how we will maneuver and navigate through anything, any of life's challenges, or even all the good parts of life as well. So how do you know what a soul-guided action is? Well, when you get quiet enough and you kind of go in and you say, what do I need to do? What do I need to understand? What do I need to know? And you will hear one guidance at a time, or you'll be directed one guidance at a time. Now, at first it may seem like it doesn't make sense, but once you follow that guidance, things will start to fall into place. There'll be synchronicities, and there'll be serendipitous opportunities that come up, and everything will be like in this great timing, and everything will start to flow. When we think we know what to do, or we try and force what we want to happen as opposed to what we are being guided to do, we'll encounter resistance, we will encounter struggle, we will encounter delay, or we will encounter a complete red light, like you are not going there. This actually is a good thing, because it means your soul is in charge. Even when you don't consciously understand that or wouldn't use those terms, that's exactly what that means. When it is a soul-sanctioned action or plan, everything will be fluid, everything will move, everything will, again, be synchronized, everything will be in an easy green light effect, as I call it. So as things have ended in 2009, and we are processing all that we feel around that, new things are starting to emerge. 2017 will be a 1 year. But this month, August, coming up, is going to be where we start to really kind of understand and live in what those new beginnings are. So whether it's in health or relationships or finances or your work, there is something that has ended or shifted, or an ending to a way of life, or maybe even to where you've been living, and something new is emerging. And there's always this like kind of acclimation period. And that was more like July, but now it's like, all right, so what do I do in this new place that I find myself in? So if it's a new job, maybe it's like, okay, now, I have to kind of understand the consciousness climate here, the political climate of my new job, and kind of work with what I need here. If it's not the job of your dreams, maybe this is a stepping stone and you make an action plan to how you're going to get there. Maybe if it's about health, it's about taking the reins more seriously this month of August and kind of formulating that plan of how you are going to take a better approach to your health, live healthy, or look for the ways that you can help whatever current health crisis you might have, and or do preventative work and keep the body healthy. Maybe it's just about getting to bed earlier or getting up earlier and exercising or whatever, but the action plan will be formed this month and you will follow it. If it's about finances, maybe it's about that you're in a better place financially than you've ever been, and now maybe you have a little bit of extra money, and so you want to see about how you're going to invest that or save that or bring about long-term results from having a little bit extra in your pocket. If it's that you're struggling at all with finances, maybe you're going to look inside and see where maybe some of those beliefs come from that are limiting you, or where you might feel powerless here. Or maybe you're going to apply for a new job that pays more money. Remember, our work is not a guarantee of our money. There's certainly people that don't work and have plenty of money. And so work is a separate thing from finances, but we often equate income that we get from our work to our finances. Remember, though, they're two very, very separate things. Or maybe it's about relationships. Maybe it is about relating in a different way to people that are in your life, or setting boundaries. Or maybe it's about reaching out and making new connections, or rehashing old connections. Whatever it is, the actions will feel right this month if they're coming from your soul. And they will have no power or energy or outcome if they're not. I need you to trust that. I need you to trust yourself. I need you to trust your own intuition, that it is guiding you and that your soul is powerful enough to lead you to your destiny instead of your ego leading you to your fate. So, and if you're in one of those people that are in a new reality, not by choice, your husband left you, or somebody passed away and life is completely different for you now, or your job came to an end, or you have to move out of where you're living, or you're facing a health crisis and you're going, I did not create this, or I did not want this. Your peace comes in accepting where you're at, not resisting, not being mad, not being angry over it. You're entitled to all those emotions, don't get me wrong, but process them, release them, move past them, visit them, don't live in them. And then deal with what you got. Accept where you're at, the reality that you're in, and take the reins and your power back by working with what you have control over. That whole serenity prayer kind of thing. Lord, give me the courage to accept the things I cannot change, or Lord, give me the grace to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That one. Sorry, screwed that up a little bit. Anyway, that's where your peace is, and that is also where your power is, and that is where you will be able to then find appropriate right action and move forward. All right, so that's kind of it. If you want to read more, I wrote the whole little blog. It'll be up on my website, rosemarierubenetticapiello.com, or go to speakingfromspirit.com. And the energy blog will be there on August 1st for the month of August. You can read any past ones as well. Or if you want, leave me a comment below. I will get back to you and let you know what I'm thinking, or elaborate more on this for you. So that's kind of it. I hope everything is good, and see you in September for the next little vlog here, and peace out.